Hello, everyone. This is your coach, Geeta Dubey, and today we'll be talking about a very important topic we must have at some point of time in our lives, might have done it too. So, what is that? Procrastination. So, in this session, I'll be talking about different steps you could take to overcome a procrastination, and also you will find so many helpful tips which are relatable to you and you can implement them right away. So, today's topic is overcoming procrastination, a step by step guide. Let's get started. So, before we talk about overcoming procrastination, we'll talk about what is procrastination. So, procrastination is the act of unnecessarily, voluntarily delaying or postponing something despite of knowing that there will be negative consequences for doing so, right? Well, some of us have clearly done it and we know how it works and we know how it really, really affects us, right? And the word procrastination is originated from the Latin word procrastinatus, which itself has evolved from a prefix pro, which is forward, and crastinatus, meaning of tomorrow. So, 8 steps to overcome procrastination, right? So, what are those? Step number 1, set clear goals. And we'll talk about these ones in details one by one. Step number 2 is prioritize your tasks. Number 3 is create a schedule. Number 4 is eliminate distractions. Step number 5 is use time management techniques, one of my favorite ones. I will do a separate video on time management, which would be coming soon. Step number 6 is break the tasks down. Very, very important skill to learn. Step number 7 is find accountability. Works very effectively and efficiently. And step number 8 is reward yourself. So, what is step number 1? Set clear goals. Now, here I'm clearly saying set clear goals, which is determine what you want to achieve and be specific, right? Break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks. Now, so many people, when they come to me, and we really talk about the clarity of what they really want to do, be it their business, be it their life, be it any situation they are facing. So you have to have a clear goal in your mind. You cannot have a longer goal, like I would like to do certain things at certain point, and if they're achievable. So you need to do that. You need to have a very specific goal. For instance, in your life, you could say, okay, by, let's say, 3 months from now, I need a job. And now job is a big category. So you would break it down to smaller. Okay, what kind of job you want? What kind of career move you want to make? All right. And like business, okay, by 3 months from now, I would have something, this X amount of new clients, or I would have this X amount of revenue. So you have to be very specific. You cannot just say, all right, by 3 months, I will do good in my business. That'll be taken as a unclear goal. So it should be very, very specific, where you can write down all the numbers or all the details you can. Okay. And then you can break it down. If you have given yourself, let's say, 90 days, how will you break that down each month, what you would do? So those are manageable tasks. Step number 2, prioritize your task. Now, this is also very important. It is related to what we spoke in the step number 1. First, you have to have a very, very clear goals. The second is prioritize your task. Now, what is those, right? So focus on the most important task first, rather than getting caught up in small and insignificant ones. Now, this is important. A lot of people do not have the skill to how to prioritize this, whatever the work they're planning to do. So they are known as high priority, medium priority, or low priority. So I call them the high priority HPs, medium priority, like you can do it in a week's time, and the low priority is like you can take 2 weeks for that, right? So high priority, you should always put them as needs to be done this week no matter what, and needs to be done, let's say, next 2 days or maximum 3 days. So medium priority, you can say, which is MP, you can say this, it has to be finished by this weekend. So you roughly have 7 days to finish it, correct? And low priority, you can put it's a task once, which can be done in like 2 weeks, right? So this is how you should be really prioritizing them. And something could be like high priority could be as important as something which is an HP, doing it today itself. So don't even, like I said, procrastinate to do it tomorrow. Just do it today if it needs to be done today. So this is a good exercise. You can start putting labels to your whatever you're planning to achieve as HP, MPs, and of course LPs. So high priorities, medium priorities, and low priorities. Step number 3, create a schedule. It's very important that you create a schedule. And I usually do it on Sundays because it's easier, so that I know what I'll be doing for next 5 days, which is like working days, or then of course, it's a weekend. So definitely this really helps, and people undermine that how important is this. So set aside a dedicated time for each task. So that'll help you to know what are your tasks you would be doing, and you can set aside time for that. Use tools like calendars or apps to help you organize. So one of my favorite one is Google Calendar, and I'm sure most of you are using it as well. So please continue using it. It is really good, and it has those reminders where you can, something which is a high priority, you can always keep reminding yourself till the task is completed. Step number 4, eliminate distractions. Now, this is an important one. Whenever you're trying to achieve something in your life and you are chasing a goal and you want that goal should be completed by so and so time with so and so results, so you need to be more disciplined, correct? So that means turn off the notifications on your phone, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and find a quiet, distraction-free environment to work in. So be focused, especially with the high priority ones. So something that is that important to you, you need to be focused on that. You need to put on your blinders and just keep working on the task you have in your hand. So this is very important. So for that, you can switch off the phone for some time. Nothing is going to happen. You can switch on the other tabs on your computer. That's fine. So they can wait, but the task which you have taken upon should be definitely completed. Step number 5, use time management techniques. Like I said, I'll be doing a separate video on this one, which will be coming soon, and it's going to be a really, really interesting one. So try the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and take a short break. Now, this has worked for me. It might work for you as well. You can always try. This is like repeat the cycle 4 times and then take a longer break. So make sure whenever you start to work or do something, just give it a time, because see, when you can literally put a timeline to it, you'll find yourself working very efficiently, right? So make sure whenever you sit down first thing in the morning, whenever you're trying to achieve something, just write down, okay, for next 30 minutes, I would not get up from my chair. I would finish off this task, and then only I'll take a break. So have that kind of timeline in your mind, and that really, really helps. So as you get more accustomed to doing something like this kind of method, then you would find that all your tasks, so you would have something like, let's say something, it's a morning time here, and then I would say, okay, by 12 I need to do that, and take a break. So automatically my mind is preparing for doing the task more productively and then taking a break. All right, so just try it out if this technique works for you. It is really, really helpful. It has worked for me personally, and it has worked for so many of my clients. So I would highly encourage you to go and try out this technique. Step number 6, break tasks down. This is an important one. So once you understand, like, you don't have to do all of it together, right? So what does that really mean? That means you can break down the task very well, like literally. Because if you say, I have to do 7 things today and I have 8 hours of working, and you will be overwhelmed for sure. You would not get the right encouragement to keep doing it, correct? So if a task feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Will make it easier start and stay motivated, right? So those 7 tasks, you don't literally have to put yourself under some hardship. So what you could do, you can take out one task, break it down till you finish that task, and then move on to next one. So that'll help you to keep easily motivated to completing it all. But if you start and gets overwhelmed in the beginning, you would not be able to complete any of your tasks. Step number 7, one of my favorite ones. Being a coach, that's one of the biggest things I've seen. It really helps. And find accountability. And if you can't, that's fine too. But if you can, that's awesome. Share your goals and progress with a friend or join a support group, right? Having someone hold on to you accountable can help you to stay on track. This is massive. This is, I think all the coaches, we all talk about it a lot. Accountability makes your reaching to your goal even easier, right? And not doing it at all. When you have a friend or you have somebody or you have a group you have joined in, so somebody will ask you, did you finish it today? Did you do this today? And then you have to answer that. So that really, really helps. And step number 8, reward yourself. Yes. Many times, I think I would not say many times, most of the times, people have this habit of not rewarding themselves with small celebrations. They say, oh, I've done it. It's okay. I can, it's okay. It happens all the time. Sometimes, as you're on a journey of especially completing a task or a goal you're chasing and you need to complete that one too, you should not overlook that fact, right? So no matter how small it is, just go and grab a coffee. So I remember one of my client, she had a habit of not celebrating small wins, right? So I made her realize that how important those are, and she needs to do it on the regular basis. And then she said, I said, what's the one thing you really, really like? So she told me she loves coffee. And I told her, like, those $5 coffees, does it hurt you if you go once a week, just as a habit? Just go by yourself, go to Starbucks, get your coffee and sit by yourself and just enjoy coffee. Don't think anything else. So she said, no, it would not. I said, start doing it. Now, when she was doing the other tasks, so what she found was she could correlate, like she did something on the week which she could enjoy it as a coffee. So then she started to cultivate that practice of it. Okay, so I said, 5 days you do whatever you need to do, just take out one day and just go and have it and just celebrate what you did last day, but don't think too hard on it. Just keep your logic mind outside and then just enjoy it, right? So treat yourself something you enjoy as a way to stay motivated. So you would find if you just keep doing that, you will be really on the high level of motivations, because once you are motivated, I talk about motivation in my other videos, it is so very important to keep yourself motivated, because that's how you keep bringing in successes and joys in your life, right? So that's another one. So I'll also attach that video in this one. So a step, your reward yourself, the step number 8, that you can go and watch that video as well and just see how important it is to keep yourself motivated, right? And stay motivated. All right, so here we are. So I hope you enjoyed this small session on procrastination and how to overcome a procrastination. And I'm very hopeful you will apply any of these tips in your life and you would really see rewards start to come in. So please subscribe and press the like button to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get more notifications. I shall see you in more videos like this in the future, and related to business growth tips, related to life coaching and motivational tips. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Thank you.